Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. And today I wanted to do another Star Citizen player reacts video. These videos seem to be doing pretty well on the channel. You guys seem to really like them. So I want to do another video for you guys here today. And today I'm going to be reacting to the new Dune Awakening game. I know a lot of you have probably seen the trailers by now, and I'm pretty excited about it. It looks pretty good, but I'm gonna go through all of that. I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on the on what we have so far, because we don't really have a lot so far. We really just have like a teaser trailer and an announcement. That's what I'm gonna play right now. So without further ado, let's get right into the video.
I must not fear. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death.
Now, this is one of the big things about this announcement trailer, is that the graphics in this trailer look really good. Now, I know this game is going to be made on Unreal Engine 5, so it's going to be generally a pretty good looking game. I don't know a whole lot about the studio behind who are developing this game, but one of the big things in the Star Citizen community was that 2016 CitizenCon presentation, where essentially CIG and the team revealed this gameplay trailer of soon to come in-game content. And it was essentially, somebody landed on a sandy planet in game. I think this is layer 3. I could be wrong. You guys correct me in the comments. But apparently it was layer 3. It was a Daemon like planet, a Dune like planet. It was very much like Arrakis. And in that gameplay trailer, the player was fighting off some raiders. He went to their camp, and all of a sudden a giant sandworm pops up, eats the bad guys. Trailer ends, everybody goes crazy. So this is something that that people have wanted for a long time. A Dune game, especially an MMO where you could play with your other friends. I feel like this could be an incredibly popular game. I wouldn't be surprised if it attracted a lot of Star Citizen players to this game. I don't think it's going to be a space game at all, but I mean, even just on Planet Dune, the story, so good. I have the books. I watched the original movie. I watched the Sci-Fi Channel TV show. I saw the new movies, own the new movies, seen them multiple times. Now, I'm a big fan of the story. I'm a big fan of this universe. So, I mean, I'm not going to stop playing Star Citizen, of course, but should I also play this game? Absolutely, I'm excited for this game. Absolutely, I would play this game. If they do it right, it really depends. There's a possibility it might have faction gameplay. Maybe you can play as House Atreides, House Harkonnen, or maybe you can play as the Fremen. If it was kind of like that kind of dynamic, that would be very cool. Maybe you could start your own house up. Maybe there are different houses vying for planet Arrakis. So it could be very interesting. It really comes down to how they execute it. But without further ado, let's get back into
that
this
brings
announcement.
Total obliteration. face my fear. I will permit it to pass over and through me. And when it has gone past, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing.
Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to ride them in the game, but that would be sick. That would be absolutely insane if you could actually ride these things in game. But again, you know, we'll see kind of how the game actually again, this is just an announcement trailer. We're gonna a little bit later we're gonna watch a little teaser trailer. I think that has a little bit of gameplay in it. I haven't really seen a whole lot about this or heard a whole lot about this, so I'm really just coming at this with fresh eyes. I don't have any preconceived notions. I don't know a whole lot about the studio that's making this game. Right now, I'm just looking at it for what it is from the perspective of someone who enjoys this intellectual property, and as somebody who enjoys Star Citizen and plays Star Citizen all the time. You know, this is something that, you know, I expected to be in Star Citizen for way from years back, you know, and I don't want to keep bringing up the 2016 CitizenCon demo, but you know, that had a lot of the same things. You're in the desert, all of a sudden the sandworm comes up, attacks, you know. From where I'm sitting right now, it seems like just about every space game under the sun is going to have sandworms before Star Citizen, and it's not really a good look for CIG. I mean, I do not think in any way, shape, or form that this game's competition with Star Citizen, but it's in my opinion, it's not a good look.
Only I will remain.
Yeah, so they're basically saying it here. It's an open world survival MMO, and you can wishlist it on Steam right now. So this video has a little more time in it. Yeah, sign up for the open beta. Funcom. Legendary. Yeah, this video is by Funcom here. So I'm gonna kind of pause it here, and then we're gonna check out the gameplay. So yeah, that is this video here, I believe. No, I don't think that's official. Okay, here, IGN. Okay, so now this is apparently gameplay. This is pre-alpha footage, so let's check this out now. I'm turn closed captioning off. Put a little bit of volume in it. Okay, this is apparently in-game footage. So let's take a look at what the game actually looks like and kind of try to break this down for a little bit.
It starts in the desert. You cling to life. You find others.
Okay, let's take a look at this now. You've got structures here, character. I mean, I'm not seeing a whole lot. It looks good though.
Friends. You wander.
Okay, you could see the ship up there.
The dry, dirty streets.
Okay, you've got like a player hub area. So they've got ground vehicles. They've got like player hubs. I don't know if these are NPCs or other players, but this seems like kind of like an area where you would trade and do stuff like that.
Of civilization. In the
Okay, so they have the air vehicles.
ancient halls of the testing stations.
Okay. the graphics look pretty good so far. You know, for a developer I haven't really heard a whole lot about, the graphics look really good. And you know, that's one of the things about Unreal Engine 5. You know, you can do some incredible things with it.
You find answers.
Okay, we got plant life. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Weapons, not a whole lot so far.
You seek the
Okay, you can see the actual dunes and the sand and the different planets. It's looking good.
secrets of the ever.
Okay, they've got other alien life on there. They got the stuff walking around on the sand.
Shifting sands. Spice.
That's interesting. Okay, we got atmospheric flight. We got the air vehicles. The animations look good. Okay, look at this. Okay, this is the fortress here. They're going after the spice. Yeah, you got the spice harvester there. Okay. Ground vehicles have weapons. I'm assuming this is PvP happening right now. Okay. Missiles.
You
And the sandworm. So wait a minute. Let's roll that back for a little bit here.
you do all of these things. You do.
Wait. I keep missing it. Doesn't look exactly like it did in the teaser trailer.
You do all of these things in my dream, sleeper. I am terrified of what happens when you awaken.
I don't know. I mean, the world looks pretty good. To me, the gameplay is gonna be king. It really comes down to what they can deliver. It looks to me like they have fortresses, they have player common spaces, they have FPS weapons, they have ground vehicles, they have air vehicles, they have the sandworms and other creatures. They have the spice. Apparently you can harvest the spice with the harvesters. Hopefully, I don't know, maybe they have factions. Maybe you can join a House Atreides or Harkonnen or be a Fremen. I'm not sure. It is going to be available on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 5, but I don't know if it's going to be cross-platform, like if Xbox and PlayStation 5 and PC players can all, you know, exist in the same space. I don't know that yet. I don't know if it's going to, you know, what kind of server tech it's going to be using, if it's going to be region-based or, you know, whatever. More than likely, it's just kind of like bog standard for MMOs recently. I also don't know what the monetization is going to be like, if it's going to be a lot of microtransactions, if it's going to be battle pass, if it's going to be sub fee, if it's going to be loot boxes. We don't know. They really haven't said a whole lot about it. For what I understand, Funcom also produced Conan MMO, so they have done an MMO in the past before, and from what I understand, it didn't have egregious monetization. So we'll see. This is a big IP. Dune did really well, and I'm really looking forward to the second movie. Denis Villeneuve did just an outstanding job with that movie. Cinematography, the casting, the pace of the script, everything was knocked out of the park. He reimagined it in a way that I feel like most people saw it in the books. It was a lot more accurate than the original movie. The original, older movie was, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. They were just kind of doing their own thing. But it was a difficult movie back then to make. Now with CGI and the technical advances that we have, we have a lot more options. And I feel like, especially Denis Villeneuve's vision for the project, everything got pulled together really well. He really did a good job of emphasizing the scale of that universe. Everything, and that's really what this game is based on. It looks like this game is based on Denis Villeneuve's vision of the Dune universe. It doesn't look like the sci-fi TV series version of Dune. It doesn't look like the original movie. It doesn't look like, Jodorowsky's envisionment of Dune. This is Denis Villeneuve's, the movie, the recent movie Dune in a video game MMO. So if you like the look of that world, if you like the story of Dune, if you like playing MMOs, I feel like this might be the game for you. It's definitely something that I feel like a lot of people are going to wish list. It's probably going to be right up there with Hogwarts Legacy. I did do a video on Hogwarts Legacy. I'm excited for that game. I think that game looks really good. I'm not going to play the games that I react to on this channel. I just kind of check them out, give people my first impressions. This is first and foremost a Star Citizen YouTube channel. But I like to check out other content, and I like sharing with the community, and I like giving people my perspective as a Star Citizen player, someone who likes sci-fi. I know it might seem like kind of a weird premise to make a whole YouTube video series about other games coming from the perspective of a Star Citizen player, but it's kind of like one of those things where a lot of gamers are like, oh, you play Star Citizen, you're not a real gamer, or whatever you might have you. So I feel like a lot of people see Star Citizen as, the backers, they're not players kind of thing. I'm a video gamer. I've been playing games my whole life. Since I was a kid, I've played everything. Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox. I've had all of them. I've played all of them. Halo, you name it. Zelda, Mario. I've played all that stuff. So for me to have Star Citizen as my main game right now, it doesn't mean that, I don't enjoy other games. It just means that I think Star Citizen is a really interesting project, and I want to be there for the ride. And because, they're so open about their development and what's going on with the community, I feel like it helps me understand a little bit more about games that I wouldn't normally, think about if I was just a regular gamer. Kind of understanding a little bit more about what the devs have to do, how long it takes to do certain things, why the devs do certain things and they don't do other things. You get a lot of those perspectives if you're more involved with the development team coming from the game. And Star Citizen and its open development is really what got me interested in learning more about games development and that type of stuff, and programming and all this stuff. So I feel like it's also had that effect on other gamers. A little bit more is I feel like more studios are more transparent now because of studios like CIG. I'm not saying that CIG is the studio that started this open development revolution, but I feel like, in the past, studios weren't really that open about their development, showing coding, showing studio tours, doing all this stuff. I feel like that's something that's really popular now. And again, I'm not saying that CIG is the one that pioneered that, but I feel like they definitely had something to do with it. And I feel like the collective gaming consciousness, is always going to be evolving, and we're always going to want more and be more involved and build out that community. You have all these people who are interested in games like this Dune game, games like Star Citizen, and they want to pull back the curtain a little bit, and they want to know more. And that's why a lot of people are like, you know, cinematics are cool, but we want to see gameplay. We want to see how the code is made. We want to know that stuff so we know it's real. I mean, again, the cinematics, that doesn't tell us what we're going to actually be interacting with. So I think it was a pretty good teaser trailer. I think it was a pretty good announcement trailer, but there's really not that much on the bones right now. There's really not that much meat on the bones right now. It's very early days. But yeah, I heard that there was a new announcement with the Game Awards, and that was apparently this video. It wasn't too bad. It gave us a little bit insight, but again, it's just still very early. And that's all I really got to say. If you guys like this video, hit like. If you want to see more videos like it, hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Salute.